Kenya has signed an international tax treaty pledging to oversee that multinational firms do not exploit gaps and mismatches in tax rules to avoid paying tax. The agreement was inked at the ongoing 10th anniversary meeting of the Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes in Paris. Kenya's ambassador to France, Professor Judy Wahungu, said the move will ultimately ensure that Kenya gets her fair share of taxes from multinational firms operating in the country. The health sector, the Teachers Service Commission and select state corporations have been lined up for the pilot testing of the feasibility of adoption of a productivity index, Kenya's latest stab at trimming its 795 billion shilling wage bill. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission is betting on the index to restore the sanity in the runaway expenditure on salaries and wages. Curtains fell on the three-day National Wage Bill Conference on Thursday, and with it emerged 15 resolutions aimed at helping the country trim the ratio of its tax revenue, gobbled up by salaries and wages in the public sector. The first segment of resolutions targets pegging public sector compensation to workers' productivity through development and adoption of a productivity index, which is expected to streamline operations at both national and county government levels.
The index will have a framework that is similar, but the specific indices that you measure will not be exactly the same. We are looking at a situation where we have one framework, and that's why Resolution 2 is talking about having a productivity policy which governs a uniform framework.
We sought to understand how the resolutions tabled would help to tame the wage bill in an environment where recurrent episodes of industrial action push the government to the negotiating table for higher pay for employees.
Indeed, we know that in this country, part of the wage bill has been driven by union demands, yes. And a lot of the time that is after strikes. So we have some resolutions that is talking about how do we manage labor relations going forward.
The proof of the pudding lies in the eating, and the test now lies with the implementation of the raft of recommendations aimed at rationalizing the wage bill. The recommendations will now be forwarded to the summit led by President Uhuru Kenyatta for approval before being taken up by an SRC-led implementation team.